Hey folks, I'm Adrian. I'm one of the founders of Cademy and I'm one of the people building the platform. Now, I wanted to make this video to give you a quick walkthrough of the educator admin interface, especially how you create courses. We haven't had a chance to spend that much time on the user experience and making this as intuitive and as simple as possible, so I thought a quick video guide would help with some of the questions that you might have. Now, when you just log in, you'll enter the kind of the home page where you'll see any of the courses that you already have created. Now, to create a new class, click on the button at the top right. You give your class a name, so help video. You can upload one or more images, just drag them in here or click to select some, and that's pretty much all it takes. You can rename or delete them if you want. And then you choose the dates and times where your class is running. If it's just running, let's say, on a specific date and time, you just pick that one. So let's say it's on the 22nd between 9 and let's say 5 p.m. So it's a full day class. I'm going to just add it like this. And you can see it's added in the list. If it runs across, if the same class is running on a few other days, let's say I'm running them pretty much every Saturday and Sunday, then I'm just going to be able to add them like this. Let's delete one of them because I want to show you something else later on. The price, if the class is free, I'll just put in 0, or I'll just put in the actual total price per person here. Max capacity, this is how many people usually you can fit in a class. But usually if you take 10 people, you set that amount here. Let's say it's 8 for now. Now if the class runs on multiple dates, you can later on, I'll show you later, adjust how much capacity you still have left in each of those dates, so you have control over that. But this will give the person booking some visibility around how many people are going to be with them in that class as well. Category, just search in this drop down and pick something that kind of works. I'll say it's advertising, and just this is the opportunity to describe your class in as much detail as possible. So do your best to sell it. You can also highlight and just make it bold, make text bold, italic, make links, lists, and so on. You can even add little tables and things, but don't go too nuts here, because just text and some short and compelling copy is all you need. Now, this is where you choose under the delivery method whether your class is online or in person. So most classes are in person, specifically the ones that we target here, but because of COVID, of course, a lot of them are being delivered through Zoom or Hangouts or a live stream or something. So that option is here as well if you want to mark it as online. If it is in person, enter the location, which will then help filter when people search. We'll show that on the map, but also they'll be able to filter by location later on as well. Level is just allowing you to specify whether this is a class for beginners or kind of a more advanced level. I'll just say it's a beginner class, and the tabs here allow me to add extra details about my class or do some FAQs, and they're going to be structured in a slightly different area on my course page, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So let's say directions, and I can say something here, and then certification, or you can actually phrase longer questions if you feel like it. So I'm going to say you don't get any. So essentially doing it this way allows us to keep the description clean and add any kind of longer bits of details about the class in a different section. Now, the last thing you see here is the confirmation message that gets sent once someone books. So if it's an in-person class, you might want to include directions here. As soon as you start editing, we're going to see the mail merge tags, which allow you to personalize this. So I can just change this to say hi, and then click on, or drag this actually, hi, and then it's going to pull in the name of the student. Congrats are going to blah blah, but I could also personalize this to give them a link to where the class is taking place or something like that. Now, at this stage, all I need is to click the create course button, and that's going to create the class for me here. And I'm taking to the actual course page on the admin side, and it's not live yet. You can see that it says here it's unpublished. We give you a chance to review any of the settings here. You can see any of the times that you've added on when you've selected the class, when you were creating the class. here to the left. So these are all the different dates. And if you want to adjust the spaces available for one of them, this is where you do it. You click on the little edit icon next to the individual class, and you say I only can take 4 people on that particular day because I've got bookings from somewhere else. Right, so we got 4 spaces adjusted here. Now, let's say I want to publish. So this is what I've done just now, and it will take about 10 seconds, but that should then be available. Let me just refresh when we search here. So help video, that's what it's called, help video, there we go. And we see the class and the location on the map even showing up here. It's a bit too close, maybe we need to zoom out a little bit. There we go. And let me open it up. We can see the pictures that I picked are available here, and you can easily browse them. Some of the details that are important about the class, like whether it's in person or online, whether it's beginner friendly, how long it lasts, are all going to be visible here. And you can see that the capacity, or how many people you can take for a class, is actually shown here. Even if we only have 4 spaces on a specific day, the capacity is taken not from the individual spaces left you've set on that specific date, but it's taken from the top level. So people know that even if there's only 2 spaces left when they book, they have some insight into how many people are actually going to be in that class, so they get an idea whether it's a one-to-one class or kind of a group type thing. You can see that the dates are nicely shown here for me to pick. And actually, if I go in here and add a few more dates, this is I'm looking at my class, I can click on the edit button, and let me just add a few more dates here. So let's go on, say 29th is already there, so 30th. Let me go 5th. So as soon as you go over kind of 5 dates here and refresh, we will see that it's now changed into a calendar picker. And we don't want to show the calendar if you only have 1 or 2 dates listed. But if it's more than 5, we're going to start showing this calendar, so it's easier to navigate and book. If you have the class running across a couple of different times on a single day, we're going to show that as options here so that people can select them too. So nice and simple interface, and we can see some of the other things, like the details here are all listed, the location is listed, and these are the tabs that we can set around directions and certification. So you can see that in a kind of separate section here. Now, at this point, that's pretty much all you need to know. And if you do have questions, you can always reach out. But one more thing to mention is, once people start making bookings, they're all going to show up in your course. Let me just go and find it, help video. They're all going to show up right in here, and you can filter for bookings on a specific date by clicking on that day to the left. That's pretty much it. You can create them manually here as well if you want, and they're going to be sending an email. We're going to be sending an email to the student once you make the booking. Other than that, that's all you really need to know about the admin console for educators. If you have questions, always feel free to just open up this live chat button and start a conversation with us. We're always happy to hear from you, so please don't be shy. Just send us a message and we'll get back to you within a few seconds. Right? That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this. Take care.